Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. We're back. We have reached the end of my pre-recorded episodes for this week, and now we're coming to you back live and in charge. Yes. Okay. That's way too much. Let's do it, though, shall we? We're going to jump right into it here. And what we need to do is we need to leaf this baby up. We need to leaf it alone. We need leaves, babies. Oh, yeah. So we're going to start doing what we do. And we're just going to leaf this whole thing around here. Hopefully it's going to look like a really good tree. I don't know. I guess we'll find out very shortly here. Whether or not it looks grand and great and glorious and all of those things. But this kind of tree, to me at least, feels like a little bit of a proof of concept, right? Can I make bigger and bigger trees and just add a bigger and bigger base? And it turns out, yes, I think I can. I can take all of my trees and just keep building bigger and bigger. And as we discussed last time, we're going to build a big one over there. And I mean like big, big, big. We need it that way just so that this area, while we're inside of it, doesn't feel so alone. And that's going to be hard for a lot of people to understand. Why are you building in a base that's not your own? Well, when I'm standing in the base, which is right here, right, this little area that we've come to settle in, when I'm standing here, I want to be able to know that this is our base. And the way I'm gonna know is if all in the surrounding areas, there's little things that can kind of add some life to the builds. And I think that is a really important thing to do. Especially when you're building on a scale of any kind. Like, granted, this is not what I would classify as a mega build, right? It is going to be over 10,000 blocks, which, you know, people do, I guess, claim as a mega base. But I am not. This is obviously our first and technically our starter base, so we're going to have to just deal with that. It is the starter base, right? And I know it's taken us many, many episodes to get to where we are now, but I'm still having a blast. I'm having a really good time with it, and it's just a lot of fun, honestly. I've never quite built in a style like this before, and to see it being executed is actually really fantastic, and I am loving it. It's weird, right? I just kind of do patchwork style and no plan going into this, just kind of winged it, right? I wung it? Wang? I don't know. We're going to go with wang. Ah, God. We're going to go with I wang it. Anyway, semantics aside, I am very, very happy with what we've done so far, and I've got actually plans now of how we're going to try to finish this bad boy off. So I know every building that still needs to be built, which, if you were keeping tally, by the way, is one more slum house and decorate all 3 slum houses. 1 greenhouse atop the hill here. I gotta finish off that tower and that tower right there. Finish the house. And then, really, after those things, it's just the details. Just the details. Everything else that I want in this base is already here. Except for our automatic farm, but again, that's going in the second silo there. So, kinda does make sense. And since we're going to have to build a few structures and or trees and rocks and boulders and all sorts of stuff outside of our base so that we can, you know, really feel the immersion, right? we are going to need some farms out there. So I'm going to have to figure out what farms are actually necessary for me and which ones I can build in a relatively small footprint, right? That's kind of the goal. I want to do both of those things. I want it to be nice and neat, kind of tucked into a structure of some kind. And I also want it to be somewhat practical, because we don't do that a whole lot here. We do not do practical builds. We mainly do aesthetically pleasing builds, right? But these practical builds are actually going to help us in the long run to do more pretty builds. So I do think that it is the necessary evil that we're going to have to face, right? That is where I'm at with it, and just how I think about it. But you'll have to let me know what y'all think as well. Let's go down there. Perfect. Cover that. And then what we need to do is cover all of the leaves. Just trying this out here. I don't know. Maybe it works the way I think it does. Maybe it does not. We'll have to find out here. But so far so good. I'm pretty happy with the shape that we've got going on here. I'm pretty happy with the coverage. Seems like it's gonna come out millhouse, so we should probably fill that in. Probably fill that. Maybe fill that. Fill this. Maybe just go along the logs here for a moment. Fluff these up. I think it's gonna work. It's a very weird way of building a tree, but it actually seems to work out okay most times. Not every time, but I do feel like it is pretty practical in terms of an efficient way of building a tree, right? You're never going to see this part back here, but I feel kind of compulsory to make it look a little bit pretty at least, so let's keep going and just add all the leaves that we can here. Beautiful, yeah. And we got to go up one more, I think, on this layer here. Like that, perhaps. Like that, perhaps. And yeah. Let's give that a shot. See how that feels. And if it feels all right, we're going to keep it. I mean, we're going to keep it regardless, but I may just have to make a few tweaks here and there just to make sure it is exactly what we're looking for here. Can we put one right there? Perfect. And we're going to have to really make this work with the leaves here. It is supposed to be dark over here. That's fine. We're going to have to add some kind of illumination to the tree, because if we don't, things are going to try to kill us, and we don't want that. Not from our own tree, anyway. Kind of in, back on itself. Connect those up like that. That's going to be good. Here, we just got to go something like that. I always like when it goes back on itself. I know it seems kind of contradictory, but I really like it when it goes back on itself. And I also like that. Perfecto. Alright, we gotta have to just make it around the whole flipping side here, and I think we're gonna be looking really good, actually. I can't tell already, but it feels right. So we'll have to just look and see with our very own eyes how it actually is, because looks can be deceiving. I don't know why I said it like that, but looks can be deceiving. And the rain, kind of like that, frame it in. How does that feel? Remember, we're going for feeling here. If it doesn't feel good to me, it's not going to look good to me, right? That's the kicker. Let's quickly grab our log so we are not leaving any to die out here in the wilderness. We don't have any torches. I feel like that looks really good, though. Let's take a step back real quick and see. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We can do a little bit more right there, I think. Oh, hello. A little bit more right there, because, again, we want to obscure the faces of these houses as much as possible without actually getting rid of the house, right? And if we are able to obscure some vision, it's going to look really good. Something like that. Yes. I think that is it right there. I think that's the shape we're going for. Yes. No, this tree is actually very, very nice. It's a weird placement for the tree, but it's very, very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Perfect. Next, we're going to have to worry about this like rocky-ish shoreline here in that it is not rocky, right? So I think we need it for the contrast because there's so much wood here, right? I think we need like a big rock face right here before we go back into the next house. I think that's what we need. But we definitely do not have the materials for that at this particular moment. That's fine. I did remember something just now, though. There's an iron golem in our iron workshop. I don't know how, but he's in there. And it's, you know, not surprising to anyone, obviously, but he's in there. We saw him in the window last time, and, like, where? Where did you possibly spawn, sir? Did you spawn there? Did you spawn there? That's the... Can you spawn on those? I don't know. He's almost dead, too, is the weird thing here. Come here. Oh, that made me a little nervous right there. I almost died. I am pretty sure, anyway. Oh, man. That was spooky. I might have to add a few more things up here, because I think they're able to spawn there, or... God only knows what they spawned on that time. Oh, baby, yes, that is what I was looking for. I wanted you to obscure the vision of both of the slum houses there. I think that is wonderful, actually. That is wonderful. I don't know how we're going to make the structure over there also, but that is a future me problem and not a current me problem, so we'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and drop off some leaves, some saplie. Not wood. We'll put our wood in here because we're definitely going to need it again, right? And we do need to buy ourselves some more shovels. 2 more to be exact. Right? Efficiency 2 and efficiency 2 make 3. 3 and 3 make 4. Alright, we're taking all the iron. All of it. Selling it right now. Gonna wake the lazy villager up. And, yeah, it's gonna be great. Ooh. The sky is angry. I have weather sounds turned off, if you're wondering why you couldn't hear that lightning crack down on the earth. That's why. Because I do not like the sound of weather in here. I think it's way too overbearing, and I am not a fan. Alright, so... is it you? It is you. Perfect. And, yeah, but you are not the one that holds the shovel. And neither are you, apparently. Beautiful. Do you hold the shovel? No. Who holds the shovel? Not you. Is it you? No. It's got to be one of you. One of you holds an iron shovel. Oh, there it is. So 4 allows us to have an efficiency 4 unbreaking 3 iron shovel. Unfortunately, is not diamond, but it is, I think, going to be sufficient for our purposes. Although, I don't actually know if it can insta-mine or not. Ooh. I don't know. We're going to have to find that out. Where's our anvil? Where did we put that? In our... here? Where did we... oh, right here. Aha. So, efficiency 3. Efficiency 3. Efficiency 4. I don't know if that's going to be everything we need, but we're going to definitely give that bad boy a try, because the amount of sand that we actually need is kind of ridiculous. Okay, well that's a good sign. He's burning. He's burning, he died. Nice. Look at that. Working smoothly again, I guess. I don't know. But that is going to do it for me for today. In the next one, we'll give our shovel out a try. And we'll potentially transform all of this barren wasteland into what we are hoping for. But, as always, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, ciao.